An ammeter has an internal resistance of 50. The meter movement itself can handle up to 1 mA. If 10 mA is applied to the meter, the shunt resistor RSH1 is approximately A 55, B 5.5, C 50, D 9. The correct answer is 5.5. The total resistance of a parallel circuit is 50. If the total current is 120 mA, the current through the 270 resistor that makes up part of the parallel circuit is approximately A 22 mA, B 120 mA, C 220 mA, D 50 mA. The correct answer is 22 mA. The currents into a junction flow along two paths. One current is 4A and the other is 3A. The total current out of the junction is A1A, B7A, C unknown, D the larger of the two. The correct answer is 7A. When an additional resistor is connected across an existing parallel circuit, the total resistance A remains the same. B decreases by the value of the added resistor. C increases by the value of the added resistor. D decreases. The correct answer is decreases. When a 1.6K resistor and a 120 resistor are connected in parallel, the total resistance is A greater than 1.6K, B greater than 120 but less than 1.6K, C less than 120 but greater than 100, D less than 100. The correct answer is less than 120 but greater than 100. If there are a total of 120 mA into a parallel circuit consisting of 3 branches and 2 of the branch currents are 40 mA and 10 mA, the third branch current is A 50 mA, B 70 mA, C 120 mA, D 40 mA. The correct answer is 70 mA. 3 lights are connected in parallel across a 120 volt source. If one light burns out, A the remaining 2 will glow dimmer, B the remaining 2 will glow brighter, C the remaining 2 will not light, D the remaining 2 will glow with the same brightness as before. The correct answer is the remaining 2 will glow with the same brightness as before. 4 equal value resistors are connected in parallel. 10 volts are applied across the parallel circuit and 2 mA are measured from the source. The value of each resistor is A 12.5, B 200, C 20K, D 50. The correct answer is 20K. A set of Christmas tree lights is connected in parallel across a 110 V source. The filament of each light bulb is 1.8 K. The current through each bulb is approximately A 610 mA, B 18 mA, C 110 mA, D 61 mA. The correct answer is 61 mA. The power dissipation in each of 4 parallel branches is 1.2 watts. The total power dissipation is A 1.2 watts, B 4.8 watts, C 0.3 watts, D 12 watts. The correct answer is 4.8 watts. A 470 resistor, a 220 resistor, and a 100 resistor are all in parallel. The total resistance is approximately A 790, B 470, C 60, D 30. The correct answer is 60. 5 light bulbs are connected in parallel across 110 V. Each bulb is rated at 200 watts. The current through each bulb is approximately A 2.2 A, B 137 mA, C 1.8 A, D 9.09 A. The correct answer is 1.8a. 4 resistors of equal value are connected in parallel. If the total voltage is 15 V and the total resistance is 600, the current through each parallel resistor is A 25 mA, B 100 mA, C 6.25 mA, D 200 mA. The correct answer is 6.25 mA. 5 100 resistors are connected in parallel. If one resistor is removed, the total resistance is A 25, B 500, C 100, D 20. The correct answer is 25. 4 8 speakers are connected in parallel to the output of an audio amplifier. If the maximum voltage to the speakers is 12 V, the amplifier must be able to deliver to the speakers A 18 watts, B 1.5 watts, C 48 watts, D 72 watts. The correct answer is 72 watts. In a certain 3-branch parallel circuit, R1 has 12 mA through it, R2 has 15 mA through it, and R3 has 25 mA through it. After measuring a total of 27 mA, you can say that A R3 is open, B R1 is open, C R2 is open, D the circuit is operating properly. The correct answer is R3 is open. A sudden increase in the total current into a parallel circuit may indicate A drop in source voltage, B an open resistor, C an increase in source voltage, D either a drop in source voltage or an open resistor. The correct answer is an increase in source voltage. The following currents are measured in the same direction in a 3-branch parallel circuit: 200 mA, 340 mA and 700 mA. The value of the current into the junction of these branches is A 200 mA, B 540 mA, C 1.24A, D 900 mA. The correct answer is 1.24A. The following resistors are in parallel across a voltage source: 220470 and 560. The resistor with the least current is A 220, B 470, C 560, D impossible to determine without knowing the voltage. The correct answer is 560. 347 resistors are connected in parallel across a 110 volt source. The current drawn from the source is approximately A 2.3A, B 780 mA, C 47 mA, D 7.06A. The correct answer is 7.06A. There is a total of 800 mA of current into 4 parallel resistors. The currents through 3 of the resistors are 40 mA, 70 mA and 200 mA. The current through the 4th resistor is A 490 mA, B 800 mA, C 310 mA, D 0A. The correct answer is 490 mA. 4 resistors are connected in parallel. 15 mA flows through resistor R. If the second resistor is 2R, the third resistor 3R, and the fourth resistor 4R, the total current in the circuit is A 60 mA, B 15 mA, C 135 mA, D 31.25 mA. The correct answer is 31.25 mA. If one of the resistors in a parallel circuit is removed, the total resistance A decreases, B increases, C remains the same, D doubles. The correct answer is increases. 6 resistors are in parallel. The 2 lowest value resistors are both 1.2 K. The total resistance A is less than 6 K. B is greater than 1.2 K. C is less than 1.2 K. D is less than 600. The correct answer is less than 600. In a 5-branch parallel circuit there are 12 mA of current in each branch. If one of the branches opens, the current in each of the other 4 branches is A 48 mA, B 12 mA, C 0 A, D 3 mA. The correct answer is 12 mA. When parallel resistors are of 3 different values, which has the greatest power loss? A the smallest resistance, B the largest resistance, C they have the same power loss, D voltage and resistance values are needed. The correct answer is the smallest resistance. What is the product over sum result of 150 and 6800? A 150, B 146.7, C 0.006, D 6800. The correct answer is 146.7. The voltage across any branch of a parallel circuit A varies as the total current varies. B is inversely proportional to total circuit resistance. C is equally applied to all branch conductances. D is dropped in proportion to each branch resistance. The correct answer is equally applied to all branch conductances. What is the total power loss if 2K and 1K parallel connected resistors have an IT of 3 mA? A 6 watts, B 36 watts, C 6 megawatt, D 36 megawatt. The correct answer is 6 megawatt. What happens to total resistance in a circuit with parallel resistors if one of them opens? A it increases, B it halves, C it remains the same, D it decreases. The correct answer is it increases. Components that connect in parallel form: A branches, B open circuits, C short circuits, D a voltage divider. The correct answer is branches. A parallel circuit differs from a series circuit in that a parallel circuit has A no path for current flow, B fewer paths for current flow, C one path for current flow, D more than one path for current flow. The correct answer is more than one path for current flow. If 2 parallel connected resistors dissipate 6 watts and 10 watts of power, then what is the total power loss? A 3.75 watts, B 4 watts, C 16 watts, D 60 watts. The correct answer is 16 watts. Which component is shorted? A R1, B R2, C R3, D R4. The correct answer is R4. If a 1K and a 2K resistor are parallel connected across a 12V supply, how much current is received by the 2K resistor? A 4 mA, B 6 mA, C 8 mA, D 12 mA. The correct answer is 6 mA. The current through R1 will be A 128 mA, B 88 mA, C 48 mA, D 2.2 mA. The correct answer is 48 mA. The voltage read by the voltmeter will be A 24V, B 12V, C 6V, D 4V. The correct answer is 12V. Which component is of the wrong value? A R1, B R2, C R3, D R4. The correct answer is R1. What is the total power of the circuit? A 2.2 watts, B 4.2 watts, C 6.2 watts, D 8.2 watts. The correct answer is 4.2 watts. What are the individual values of two parallel resistors whose RT is 8 ohms when one has doubled the resistance of the other? A 2.7 ohms and 5.3 ohms. B 8 ohms and 16 ohms. C 10 ohms and 20 ohms. D 12 ohms and 24 ohms. The correct answer is 12 ohms and 24 ohms. When a parallel 5K resistor and a 25K resistor have a 10V supply, what is the total power loss? A 2.4 megawatt. B 3.3 megawatt. C 24 megawatt. D 33 megawatt. The correct answer is 24 megawatt. In a parallel resistive circuit, A. There is more than one current path between 2 points. B. The voltage applied divides between the branches. C. The total branch power exceeds the source power. D. The total circuit conductance is less than the smallest branch conductance. The correct answer is there is more than one current path between 2 points. What is the total resistance? A. 7K. B. 1K. C. 706. D. 353. The correct answer is 353. Kirchhoffs' current law for parallel circuits states that the A. Sum of all branch voltages equals 0. B. Total circuit resistance is less than the smallest branch resistor. C. Sum of currents into a junction is equal to the difference of all the branch currents. D. Sum of the total currents flowing out of a junction equals the sum of the total currents flowing into that junction. The correct answer is sum of the total currents flowing out of a junction equals the sum of the total currents flowing into that junction. Which component is open? A. R1. B. R2. C. R3. D. R4. The correct answer is R3. If 550 mA of current leaves a node that had 250 mA entering from one branch, how much current would enter from the other? A. 250 mA. B. 300 mA. C. 550 mA. D. 800 mA. The correct answer is 300 mA. What procedure should be followed when troubleshooting with an ammeter or voltmeter? A. Short the leads and adjust. B. Check the meter's external power supply. C. Start with the highest scale and adjust down to a lower scale. D. Start with the lowest scale and adjust up to a higher scale. The correct answer is start with the highest scale and adjust down to a lower scale. A parallel circuit is also used as a divider for A. Conductance. B. Voltage. C. Power. D. Current. The correct answer is current. What is RT for a 12K, a 4K and a 3K resistor in parallel? A. 1.5K. B. 2K. C. 6.3K. D. 19K. The correct answer is 1.5K. What is the total resistance of 4 1K parallel connected resistors? A. 200 ohms. B. 250 ohms. C. 400 ohms. D. 4 kiloohms. The correct answer is 250 ohms. Which are the better test devices used to isolate a suspected open component within a parallel circuit? A. A voltmeter or an ohmmeter. B. Neither an ammeter nor a voltmeter. C. A wattmeter or a voltmeter. D. An ammeter or an ohmmeter. The correct answer is an ammeter or an ohmmeter. What is the total resistance? A. 1.045K. B. 1.545K. C. 2.045K. D. 2.545K. The correct answer is 1.545K. What is RT for 15 2M resistors all connected in parallel? A. 133K. B. 300K. C 750 K, D 30 M. The correct answer is 133 K, which is considered to be the common reference for a parallel circuit. A voltage, B current, C power, D resistance. The correct answer is voltage.